Hello everybody. I just thought I'd do a quick I say quick, they're never that quick. Update video this evening because I have had what a day I've had today and yesterday. I'll start with today. Today is Easter Sunday. It is the 8th of April 2012. So happy Easter. It's now 8:30 p.m. over here in England, so it's a little bit late. And considering it's Easter, I actually haven't even eaten a piece of my Easter egg yet because today I have been busy. I have been playing Mass Effect since I got up at 12:30 up until about 6:30. I played for 6 hours solid to finish the game, and I have now finished Mass Effect, the LP. I've recorded all the parts. I have 26 Mass Effect sessions, or not 26 in total. I have an extra, I know 21. I have 21 Mass Effect 3 sessions saved on my computer, ready to upload. The game was, I loved it. I loved the combat system, the upgrading of the weapons and stuff, give it a bit of extra depth. Most importantly, I love the interaction between yourself and the various characters, the various crew members, the sort of development of the relationships there. I really enjoyed that as well. As per usual, the sort of interaction there was spot on, like in the previous games, and like in other BioWare games, such as Dragon Age Origins, for example. So yeah, as a whole experience, definitely up there, sort of top two, I'd say, favourite games of all time. Mass Effect 3 is right up there in terms of enjoyment. The ending, of course, well, there's a lot of hoo-ha over the ending. I've been reading it's a load of crap and blah blah. I've seen it for myself now, and I've made my own decisions about the ending, and to be honest with you, I was determined not to let the ending of the game spoil the experience for me. So I sort of approached the final few sort of hours of the game with an open mind and sort of preparing for any and every eventuality. And the ending happened, and so be it. The game is over, but as I say, still is right up there as one of my favourite games of all time, ending or no ending. And for the record, I was a bit over the ending. I didn't hate its guts like some people are, but yeah, it could have been better. Could have brought a bit more closure. Could have incorporated the various decisions you made along the way a little bit better. It seemed as if no matter what decisions you picked throughout the whole of the game, all of the three games, you could have picked any decision you wanted and it would not affect the overall ending of the series, which I think, considering that was one of the big, positive things of the series as a whole, the amount of different choices you could make, I thought they should have maybe played a little bit of a bigger part in the final overall ending. But alas, what's done is done. Mass Effect 3, thumbs up from me. So yes, all I would ask, bearing in mind that I have now finished the game, the LP obviously will still be uploading it sort of 2-3 times a week at a steady rate. If you are watching this and you are aware of that fact, just be mindful of the comments you're posting. Obviously, if you're posting comments in relation to me doing certain things in the game in future parts, that will have no bearing because I finished the LP, I finished recording it. Obviously for future playthroughs of the game, if you've got any sort of tips and hints that might be useful, fair enough, but if you've got anything that you want to suggest for me to do in the LP, just bear in mind it's not going to happen. Not because I'm going to ignore you, but because I finished recording the LP. So that was today. Whew, I've literally not moved from my chair. I've been sat in the same chair, my computing chair. Have you actually seen my computing chair? Actually, let me just bring this up. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to sort of. This is a first time feature this here. A bit of maneuverability of my camera. I just sort of pointed at my chair. There you go. Look at that. You can see my dinner. I've just had my dinner now, but there you go. Nice, comfy, leather reclining chair. It's absolutely. Heaven to sit in, but even for 6 hours, I was getting a little bit. Try to strain my a bit lower. Excuse me. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas again, and yeah, I was getting a little bit uncomfortable with my slouched posture for so long. So yes, that's what I've been doing today. 5 minutes gone already. I told you it's going to drag on. Yesterday, I actually went to to Malham. Now, I go to Malham quite often, maybe 2-3 times a year, just for a walk with my friends. I enjoy walking, hiking, and yesterday we decided we'll be different this day. We normally drive, but due to the petrol situation and stuff like that, we thought we'd be adventurous. We'll take public transport. What could possibly go wrong? It'll be an adventure. So I looked online at tickets, how to get to Malham via the train, and the nearest station was Gargrave Station, Leeds to Gargrave. Fair enough. I looked at train times. One at 10:19 and one at 10:49. The one at 10:19 goes straight from Leeds to Gargrave. The one at 10:49, sorry, stops in Hellifield, and then from Hellifield to Gargrave. One switch over, not a problem. The train from Hellifield to Gargrave leaves 15 minutes after we arrive in Hellifield. Plenty of time for changing over. Gives us a bit of a buffer zone in case the first train is late. Get to the train station after a bit of a hoo-ha with the ticket guy who says you can't do this one, you can't do that. You don't have enough time to change over in Hellifield. We went to the ticket information and they said you can do it. So we got the tickets, and due to the arguments we were having with the guys behind the ticket desk, we literally got on the Leeds to Hellifield train with 1 minute to spare. We got sat in our seats after getting on board, and the train started to move. It was like, whoa, we cut that really fine, but we got on it. Having a laugh and a joke with my friend, and then the Hellifield stop approaches. The train stops, although we weren't 100% sure it was Hellifield because the guy on the Tannoy did not come over the train, so we didn't get any confirmation like that. Plus, normally when you stop at a station, you get a sign which tells you which station it is. Because we were far back, we couldn't see the sign, so we were like, is this Hellifield? I don't know. Should we ask somebody? Is this Hellifield? Yes, it is. Okay, we got up, walked to the doors. The doors aren't open. I thought, this is a bit strange. Why aren't the doors opening? Somebody says, you've got to actually press a button to open the doors yourself. Whoa, start pressing this button frantically. Too late. The doors wouldn't open. The train drove on. We missed our stop. Took us to the next one, which was Settle. So we missed our stop, so we wouldn't obviously get the link train from Hellifield to Gargrave. So now we ended up in Settle, which was 7 miles away from Malham. Not that much further away, we thought. We'll get a taxi. Managed to get a taxi. Took us to Malham, and we only arrived about 10 minutes later than our predicted time if we'd have gone to Gargrave and got the bus from Gargrave to Malham. So we were happy about that. Only 10 minutes delayed, but a little bit of a mishap there. We have our walk, everything is perfectly fine. We get back to the pub after the walk, the Buck Inn in Malham Centre, and a couple of drinks, celebrating our 6 mile walk. It was a nice pleasant day, a bit cloudy, bits of sun, but it was mild. The bus was due to arrive to take us from Malham to Gargrave at 4:45 to catch the 6:15 train. It gets to 5:10, no bus. We're thinking, this is a bit odd. A few other people were waiting for the bus as well. We eventually phoned the bus company using the number on the bus stop. Oh, there's no trains running today. Oh, lovely. Thanks for notifying somebody. Thanks for putting a sign on the bus stop. You know, how are we supposed to know? So we've been waiting there for half an hour almost, and the buses weren't even coming. We had to get a taxi from Malham to Skipton because we'd missed the Gargrave, the time for the Gargrave train. So we had to go to Skipton. We thought, this is great. Don't even know what time Skipton train to Leeds is going to be. We could be waiting there for 2 hours. Luckily, the only piece of luck we had that day, the Skipton train, as we arrived in Skipton off the taxi, we stepped into the platform and there was the train waiting to go. The Skipton to Leeds train was literally right there. So we got on it and went straight back to Leeds. The next train after that would have been 2 hours later, so we actually dropped lucky there. So, top and tail of this whole story, if you can drive, bloody drive. Public transport is a nightmare. Nightmare. I won't be doing that again, I tell you. Sense of adventure. So there we go. I thought I'd share that with you. That's what I've been doing this weekend. Getting stressed out over public transport yesterday and played Mass Effect today all day. Did I have something else to tell you guys? No, Happy Easter, that's about it. Happy Easter. I'm going now to eat some chocolate, Easter eggs, stuff my face, and then I'm going to play some Fall of the Samurai. So, I apologise for no videos over the past 2 days, but as I say, Busy hiking yesterday and busy playing Mass Effect today. Tomorrow I will upload some Mass Effect, which is Monday, and then Tuesday I'm back to work. But before I go to work, I shall upload some Star Wars and try and get some Sims up by Wednesday. So until next time, goodbye and good night.